welcome back to Bobchi's Corner. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Barb. We're in my kitchen. I thought I'd bring you along. I need to can up some ground beef for my shelf. I'm completely out, and that's my go-to when if anybody's been here, they know I love my Big Mac salads. So I've done burgers and froze them already cooked and take them out of the freezer and then chop it up for my salad. But I also like it when I have it on the shelf, so I can just grab it and use it. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna can up not just pints, not just pints, but I think I'm gonna do the half pints as well, so I can just take the half pint and more of a single serving, maybe for 2 salads instead of opening up an entire pint. But I just thought I'd bring you along, so let's get to it. Putting my gloves on. Everybody knows, anybody that knows me knows I love my gloves. So what I think I'm going to do is, I don't want to use my meat masher. I don't want it to be like ground, like taco meat ground or chili meat ground. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch off pieces of it and let it brown until it's, just slightly brown, because it's going to cook in the pressure canner. In the jar. So I don't want to cook it completely. I just want it browned so that it doesn't turn into a clump in the jar. So what I will do, that's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I guess I do have to use scissors. I don't know. Is there a spot here for me to grab? I'm going to have to use scissors. No big deal, they're right here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do all of these or just maybe 2 packs. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna see how it goes before I decide. And anything that doesn't fit into a jar, I'll just put, I'll finish cooking it and put it in the refrigerator. Let's see if my plan works. Not sure if it will, but it's worth a shot, right? I'm not going to season it or anything like that. And this way, I want to obtain like a bite-sized consistency to it in my salad. So let's see how this goes. This is just, I've never done this like this before. I've canned burger, like ground beef, but never tried doing it like this. If it falls apart into crumbles, oh well. At least I know I tried. So I'm just going to keep doing this. And as it browns, I'm going to scoop it out and put it into my bowl until I get them all done. So I think it might be best if I just put you on some time lapse and bring you along, put some music on for you. And you can just sit back, relax, and watch this beef sizzle in my cast iron. nearly cooked. They're browned. They're not fully cooked. Like I said, they're going to cook in the pressure canner in the jars. And I'm going to be dry canning this because I do not like liquid in my beef when I'm canning. I don't like the texture that the ground beef comes out as. I like the texture better when I dry can. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit. Get myself situated. Get my jars ready. And we're going to start canning this. Before I jar anything up, I want to salt and pepper this. I didn't want to salt and pepper it while it was cooking. And I don't want to put it in the jar by the half a teaspoon or whatever the measurement would be, because I don't want it all to clump up. This is getting dry canned. If there was liquid in the jar, then yeah, I would just salt the liquid. But because there will not be any liquid, I'm just going to salt and pepper in the bowl, mix it up, and then start putting it into my jars. I'm just shaking until I feel it's right. I'm not measuring. I'm just going to shake until I think it's right. I just had a thought. This would be perfect to do like a Philly steak wrap, but a burger wrap, Philly style. This would be perfect for that. Okay, I think that should do it. I'm going to bring you in closer while I fill my jars. Oh, and these are the squatty pint jars. So I'm going to do 4 pint jars because I want to double stack in my electric canner. And my canner does double stacking for half pints. So I wanted to get some pints in there as well. So I found that using these, I can double stack. If I use a regular pint jar like this, I can't double, I won't be able to double stack it. But this will be perfect. I like to do meats in these too, but I don't have very many of these because these are pretty expensive. But I do like to put meats in this because then I don't have to worry about keeping it in a dark place because the light gets filtered through the glass or gets filtered out so that the meat stays nice. So this is what I'm going to use today. Gonna take some of this and scoop it in here. See how many I fill before I start on the half pints. I don't want to pack it down because I don't want it to mold together. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's good. Just like that. And I have some vinegar back here to wipe the rims with. So when I fill these, after I fill them, I'll wipe the rims with the vinegar to get the fat off so that it seals. And then I'll put my lids on, my rings, fingertip tight, and into the canner. So I've done this before. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Don't know if it's gonna work. Well, they all fit, so all right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna set it for 75 minutes. And again, when it comes up, when it vents, oh, put on exhaust. So it will exhaust on its own when it's ready for 10 minutes. So again, it'll beep and I'll come in, close it, it'll come up to pressure and the timer will start for 75 minutes. It'll be 90 minutes if I had quarts, but these are pints and half pints. So and I'll bring you back when this is done. Fingers crossed, the ones on the bottom will come out okay. All right, the canner is off. The pin dropped. I put it on exhaust to make sure there's no more pressure in here. So let me open this up and see what we have. Here we have it. That's perfect. Let me readjust you a little bit. There, hope that's better. See, the beef still had juices in there, so it still did release its own broth and fat still that was in there. Because as you recall, I did not cook this completely. It was partially cooked. It finished cooking in here, or in the jar. Let me see how these other ones are. Nice. Oh, it looks like this one crimped up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. So, but that will straighten out as it cools down and it vacuum seals shut. That will flatten right out. So there we have it. I've got my hamburger for the shelf. Well, thank you once again for joining me in Babci's Corner in my kitchen. Well, I got some hamburger to put on my shelf. I am so excited. So hope to see you soon. Until next time.